All right, time for a quick update. Here we go. Alright, this is the Ellis Era that had no roots when I repotted it. It's got really nice new growth and it's putting out a bunch of new roots, so that's good. Very happy about that. Didn't want to lose that one. The pseudobulbs look pretty good. Leaves and plants, I don't know, it's doing really well. And if you look, it's kind of cool. It looks like a braid the way those new growths start. Looks like a little braid. Over here is the no-name white FAL. It's a mini. It's not really big, you can see, but it's really going to put on quite a show, and the flowers really cool looking. They're kind of purple from behind, and some of them have a little bit of a green spot on them, which is neat. I also have the FAL Golden Staff, and thank you Astrid for helping me name this one. It was a no ID. It was in really rough shape, and I actually hung it out on a tree all summer. And it grew roots and new leaves. New leaves are not as big as the oldest one, but it did pretty good. It got eaten by a slug or two. I brought it in before it froze, and it's rewarded me with some beautiful flowers. Now this is the BLC Wilma Wall. Now I've been telling you about this one and showing you updates. It's one of the pictures in my cover intro for my videos, how it grew 5 new growths and it was doing so well. And I was really excited for those 5 new growths to bloom, but none of them have a sheath in it yet. And it's putting up 3 new growths. It's got another, I don't know, 3 eyes I can see that are really kind of pumping up a little bit. So really, I don't know, maybe one of you experts can tell me, but yeah, it's gonna have like 6, 7 new, 8, 9, maybe 10 new growths, and if they all bloomed at once, that would be crazy. But you can see this is a really big plant here. So 10 new growths blooming, and the flowers are bigger than my hand also when they bloom, so that's gonna be crazy. Down here we have my Laelia Cattleya. I got this to bloom once, and then it put out 2 new growths. These are the 2 right here that I'm touching. The leaves look good, purple little freckles on them. No sheaths. But now they're putting out 2 new growths down there. I guess I can't complain about new growth, but man, I really thought this thing would be blooming from those 2 before it did that. The new Laelia Maxima. This is the one I purchased from Growing Barefoot. So yeah, it's a pretty big Laelia Maxima, and I'm excited about that. That's one of my favorite Cattleyas. I have a really small one that I purchased from Isis Orchids, but yeah, that's the big girl there. BL Yellowbird, tons of new growth, tons of new roots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one was damaged by the rubber band on the bag. It's a bag baby. And then there's 8th growth down there. And of course, the root system is really establishing itself well. And some of the new growths are almost as big as the ones that have bloomed before, so I'm really excited about that. That'll be cool. Cattleya Princess Clementine. You saw the blooms from this one. This was the one that bloomed right here for me, the new growth. Very beautiful. And now we have another one forming. So that's good, positive. Dendrobiums spectabile. I have 2 growths, very large, bigger than the previous ones, that have not bloomed yet. I don't know what I'm doing, if I'm doing something wrong, or if my environment's wrong, but now I noticed it's also putting out a new growth off of the latest one. The Cattleya LC Irene Finney really looks like it's been through the ringer. It had no roots when I repotted it. It's establishing new roots, established some new pseudobulbs, and that one's got a sheath in it that's plumping up. So does this one, and one on the back side there. So it's making a recovery. This doesn't really look the best. Let's go to the second shelf. Dendrobium Burana stripes is finally losing the last of its flowers. They've been blooming for months. Really nice to always have a flower there. Dendrobium Oitokignawa, the new growths have some kind of little sheath and spikes in them, but I don't know if that's going to bloom or not. Here's the newest one. Maybe one you experts can tell me. I don't know. Laelia purpurata, this is one I got from Growing Barefoot also. Looking really good. It does have a sheath. The sheath is hollow right now. And it's got some new growths that you can see here that are looking really good. What else? This is the Dendrobium Johannes. There's 3 new growths on this bad boy. And they're getting large. They're not as big as the parents yet, but they're getting there. Pretty excited about that. I can't wait to see that flower. It's supposed to be really brown and not smell very well, so that's kind of interesting. I'll get him out of the way. Alright, Cattleya Rex. You've seen him in all the updates. 3 years old, never done anything. I always give him crap. Now look what he's doing. Finally, a new growth on the Cattleya Rex. Can't wait to see that. Can't wait to see that. This is the Orchaholics Anonymous project plant. The first growth here, that's the one that bloomed. I've since grown another growth bigger than that one, but it does not have a sheath in it yet. And what I also noticed was it's putting out a new growth of its own. So yeah, we're definitely get some movement on this thing. It's a pretty vigorous plant, gotta say. These roots have just filled this pot. And they've actually come out of the pot, and you can see it's still putting out a bunch more. So I'm excited to see what this looks like again. So I haven't seen it in a while. This is my nepenthes, and you can see its new pitchers are growing quite well. Look at this one. This is the biggest one I've grown since I've had it. It's really a good looking pitcher. There are a few over here also. Don't really have any upper ones yet, but I guess those are kind of hard. I don't know. I'm brand new with this stuff. So there's a nice little guy there. Yeah, so I'm kind of excited about that. Dendrobium dominense. The 2 newest growths are closest to the camera right now, and they're looking good. The one's about as tall as the one that bloomed. It's just not as fat yet. And there's also a new growth on the other side here. I can't wait to see this one. And it's a miniature. Obviously, you can see how small that is. I love that. It's pretty cool. Oh, the crazy Insidium have grown 10 new growths all over the place, and then the other one grew 6 new growths and then shot up another spike. Hopefully you're getting that all in frame. My little paths, they're doing okay. Not a whole lot. R3's making some humidity for me. That's good. Alright, well that's about it. There's a quick update on the couple of FALs I have. Their new leaves are getting quite large. They're looking good, nice and healthy. Growing lots of new roots, which is good. Can't wait to see this one. This is a rescue. I have no idea what the flower looks like. Say hello. Get your ball. Aquí. Aquí. Fui. Aquí.